Zendaya and Tom Holland are my favorite celebrity couple. Oh wow, they're seriously amazing. I love them. And I just had an idea. I'm giving my dolls a celebrity makeover. For Zendaya, I want to recreate this iconic red carpet look. And Tom is the coolest Spider-Man. Perfect! I can't wait to get started. Zendaya is up first. The Wheel of Fortune will decide where I start. Let's spin it. Hairstyle it is! That's a great place to begin. First, I need to remove these old elastics. I carefully cut them so I don't damage the hair. This bow has to come undone too. Oops, looks like it's glued on. It definitely doesn't fit the vibe of our look, so I'll have to cut it off. I remove the leftover pieces with pliers. She looks like that bald lion. I'll brush the hair back, and you can't even tell. Now I need to wash it to get rid of the glue residue. I dip the hair in warm water and add some shampoo. Then I rinse it really well. Great, the hair is smooth and clean. I blot it with a towel and work in some styling mousse, making sure it's evenly distributed. To add volume, I'm using the curly hair method. That means drying the hair through a colander. It takes a while, but the result is so worth it. Voila! Full, natural-looking curls. I'll set them with hairspray. Wow, this looks gorgeous! In the reference, Zendaya has this full, slightly undone braid. I pull the hair back and away from her face. I'll need some tiny elastics, and I'm using a clear one so it doesn't stand out. Great, the ponytail is ready. Now I need to separate a few face framing pieces. I'll take 3 from each side. We'll come back to them later. So for now, I'm holding them out of the way with a clip. Let's place the doll in the chair. Time to start. I'm making a fishtail braid. I divide the hair into 2 sections. But the doll keeps sliding around and it's making this really awkward. I'll secure her with some tape. Perfect, that's much better. Okay, I keep braiding all the way down. This technique holds the volume nicely and gives me exactly the texture I want. I secure the bottom with an elastic and smooth the ends with styling cream. Then I remove the tape and gently pull out the side sections little by little to loosen up the braid. Now I'm going back to those face framing pieces. First, I trim them just a little. I'll need a thin brush handle and a curling iron. I wrap the hair around the handle and warm it up. Look at that springy curl! Wow, it's the perfect wave! I curl the rest of the strands the same way. Great, the hairstyle looks just like the original! Awesome! Let's move on to the next step. Tom is up next. Right now, he looks nothing like the reference. Let's find out where to start. Hairstyle. Oh, perfect! Let's get to work. I sculpted this hair from air-dry clay. So I'll need a craft knife to remove it. I carefully cut away part of the hair, then pull off the rest by hand. It looks like I'll need a solvent for the leftover bits. There's also a little paint still on the head, so I clean everything up with a cotton swab. But the clay won't come off at all. I ended up filing it down with a nail file. Now the surface is ready for paint. I'll need several shades for this. I add them to my palette and blend it together. Then paint the head and dry it with a hairdryer. Maybe I could use this hair? No. What about this one? Nope, Tom has curly hair. Red? Blue? Seriously, none of these work. But at least this gives me a chance to test a cord hack. I cut off the end, remove the center, and pull out the fiber. Then I add glue and attach the strand. I repeat the process all over the head. Surprisingly, the texture of the cord looks a lot like short curls. I give it a little trim to shape the hairstyle. Set everything with hairspray and gently smooth the top layer. Now the hair really does match the reference. All that's left is the face. I remove the old paint. Done. Next, I add a white base and paint brown eyes. with star and heart-shaped highlights for a fun detail. And I can't forget the brows in a shade that matches the hair. Now he looks so much more like Tom. Back to Zendaya. Let's spin the wheel. And our next step is makeup. I'll need solvent and cotton swabs for this. First, I remove the old paint. And don't forget to protect my hands with gloves. A cotton pad should make this faster. I soak it in solvent. Oh, no, the pad is definitely too big. I carefully erase the brows and remove the old makeup. Done! The gloves can come off now. In the reference, Zendaya is wearing a natural look with a soft golden accent. I'll need some colored pencils. These have been through way too many custom projects. I sketch in the base of the brows with brown. Then I use a very fine brush to paint individual hairs. Done! Now for the eyeshadow. I'm using a pale gold shade. Next are the lips. I'll use a pink marker. It looks like real lipstick. Next, I add highlights to the eyes. Voila! The cheeks are the final step. I apply blush with a fluffy brush. The finished makeup looks fresh and soft. That's exactly the effect I wanted. Tom is up again, and the wheel lands on, of course, the outfit. I'm creating my own miniature version of a Spider-Man suit. And there are the materials. I place the shirt pattern on the fabric and trace around it. Great! I cut it out with scissors, stitch the pieces together on the sewing machine, and try it on. Now let's add the sleeves. I'll sew them directly onto the doll. It'll be much easier that way. Okay, now for the bottom half. I already have the perfect fabric. I fold it in half and place the pattern on top. Then cut around the outline. Now I have two pieces. I'd rather sew this part by hand. The pants are ready. Let's take off the old jeans and try them on. Red sneakers go on his feet. I'll glue red boot tops above them. The upper part needs some blue accents. Here or here. I'll keep it symmetrical. I cut the shapes from craft foam and attach them to the sides. Hey, why won't they stay on? Oh right, I forgot the glue. That's better. I continue the design onto the sleeves. Yes, that's exactly what I needed. Now a matching neckline and a shiny blue belt. Amazing! It looks just like the picture. There's only one category left. Let's spin. Oh, hair again? But I already finished the hairstyle. I guess I'll have to bend the rules just a little. And voila! The wheel lands on the outfit. I'll start with the dress. We need some white yarn. Unwind a piece and… Oops! I forgot to undress the doll. Off comes the old jacket. The outfit has to go too. Remove the boots and knee-high socks. Then place the doll on a stand to make this easier. I'll need clear glue for this. I apply it in small sections directly to the doll's body, then gradually lay the yarn along the shape of the dress. I keep adding layers while following the curved design from the original. This part is slow and pretty repetitive. Every new section has to be adjusted on its own. The dress in the reference has a fluffy trim, and I happen to have the perfect fuzzy yarn. I coil it around the neckline to decorate the edge. Then I lightly trim it with manicure scissors to create a feather-like texture. Yes, that really does look like feathers. Okay, what's going on with the shoes? Whoa, I've never seen anything like them. I guess I'll have to get creative. I cut off the buckle and part of the heel. Done. Time to repaint them. I apply an opaque white paint and spread it evenly with a brush. I think they look pretty close. Once they're dry, I try them on the doll. They aren't an exact copy of the originals, but the overall shape and color work. Zendaya is wearing long diamond earrings in the photo. Let's remove the old hoops. This chain will be perfect. I cut it with pliers and glue it to the ears. Let's add a second strand. The wings are the only thing missing from the outfit. I prepared the base ahead of time. I attach it to the doll's back. For the texture, I'm using a very unexpected material. Yep, it's toilet paper. I cut it into thin strips in different shapes and glue them onto the base, building up all the layers. The wings have much more volume now, and they're still lightweight. This material worked even better than I expected. So what do you think? I'd say my Zendaya turned out every bit as glamorous as the real one. I recreated white dress, shoes, the voluminous braid, earrings, and oversized wings. Ooh, fancy. Wait, I need to take a few photos. This look definitely deserves to be saved. Back to Tom. Let's do a quick check. The hair is done, and so is the outfit. All that's left is painting the details. I'll need a brush. Let's start painting. Oh wait, I have a better idea. I remove the old hands and replace them with new white ones. The paint will stick to these much better. I apply red acrylic paint. Spider-Man needs his web design. I have some cool temporary tattoos. So I'll test one on the hand first. Peel off the protective film. Then I press it against the skin and soak it thoroughly with water. I lift away the paper and voila! I liked the result so much that it was hard to stop. Now I'll try the same thing on fabric. I repeat all the steps. I wonder if it'll work as well as it did on the hand. Yes, it worked perfectly! I'll draw the web on the chest with a pen, carefully adding every line. And let's not forget the gloves. This takes patience. One little spider got away. Let's put it right here. I add a red rhinestone on its back. The final touch is clear nail polish, which I brush over the gloves. Voila! Our Spider-Man is ready. This is exactly how I wanted him to look. Hey, hello! Our favorite couple is together again, this time as dolls. Yay! Let's add a little detail to the set. Oh, I have an idea. Give me 1 second. This arch looks so romantic. Time for the final reveal against this gorgeous backdrop. I'm really happy with how this experiment turned out. Ooh, they look amazing! The fans love them too. Now that's a true Hollywood happy ending.